Welcome to all in this e-learning lecture, which is lecture number 7. In this lecture, we will learn to design the rope drive. In this, we will cover the type of rope, their constructions, designations, properties, types of pulleys, and various stresses acting on the rope. Rope drives. Rope drives are used where a large amount of power is to be transmitted over a considerable distance. In case of belt drive, a moderate amount of power is transmitted up to a distance of 8 meters only. The ropes used in the rope drives are fiber ropes and wire ropes. Fiber ropes can transmit power over a distance up to 60 meters, and wire ropes can transmit power up to 180 meters. Fiber ropes. Fiber ropes are made from fibrous material like hemp, manila, and cotton. The rope made from hemp and manila is uh, is very is not very flexible, and they possess poor mechanical properties. They are very rough in nature. So when we when we wind the rope on the pulley, there will be a sliding and there will be a wear. So to avoid this, these ropes are lubricated with a tar, tallow, and graphite. Cotton ropes are very soft and smooth. The lubrication of cotton rope is not necessary. If lubrication is done, it will reduce external wear between rope and the pulley. The fiber rope drives have the following advantages. They are smooth, steady, and quiet in service. They are little affected by outdoor conditions. The shaft may be out of strict alignment. Power transmitted may be taken off in any direction and in fractional part of the whole amount. They give high mechanical efficiency. These are the sheave for fiber ropes. Sheave, this is another name of groove pulley. So the groove of the pulley is narrow at the bottom and the rope are held in the edges of this groove to provide the wedge action. The groove of the pulley should be smooth finish to reduce the wear due to friction, and the size of the groove, the proper size of the groove is 40 times D, where D is the diameter of rope, and the minimum size of the groove is sorry the proper size of the pulley is 40 times D, and the minimum size should be 30 times of D, where D is the diameter of rope. The ratio of driving tension for fiber rope is similar to the V belt, and the design is also similar with V belt. The relation is given here. Wire ropes. Wire ropes are widely used in elevators, mine hoist, cranes, conveyors, hauling devices, suspension bridges. Wire ropes run on groove pulleys, but they rest on the bottom of the groove and are not wedged between the sides of the groove. Here you can see the diagram of groove pulley and groove of the pulley and the wire rope. Wire rope is at rest at the bottom of the groove. It is not wedged between the sides. The size of the groove has a great influence on the life of the rope and the service. If the size of the groove is bigger than the diameter of the size of the rope, it will be it will no longer provide the support to the rope, and and the rope will no more be circular and it will flatten out. If the diameter of the if the size of the groove is smaller than the rope size, then the rope will not support at the bottom. It will be wedged between the sides, and the normal rotation will be prevented. The wire rope has the following advantages as compared to the fiber ropes. They are lighter in weight. They offer silent operations. They can withstand shock loads. They are more reliable, durable, and they do not fail suddenly. In case of fiber rope fails suddenly. The efficiency is high and cost is low. The constructions of wire rope. Wire rope are made from various grades of steel wires from 120 to 200, having a tensile strength ranging from 1200 to 2400 megapascal, which is shown in table. To construct a wire rope, first of all, the steel wires are heat treated and cold drawn to have a strength and durability. Then a number of wires such as 7, 19, 37 are twisted into strains, and then a number of strains, usually 6 or 8, are twisted about a core or center to form the rope. The core may be made of hemp, jute, asbestos, or a wire of softer steel. Asbestos core is used when the wire is subjected to radiant heat. The core must be continuously saturated with lubricant for the long life of core as well as the entire rope. The provision of core makes the spring less flexible, and the spring can be used where it is subjected to high compression. This is the diagram of wire rope. This is the core and these are the string. The wire rope is designated by number of strains into number of wires in each strain. So here the number of strains are 6 and the wire in each strain is 7. This is a 6 into 19 rope and this is 6 into 37 rope. The classification of wire rope are based on the direction of twist of a strain and the wires in each strain. They are, depending on the direction of twist, they are classified into 3 types: cross and regular lay ropes, parallel and leng lay ropes, composite or reverse laid ropes. In cross and regular lay ropes, the direction of twist of wire in strain is opposite to the direction of twist of strain. And the formation of the helix right-handed and left-handed, it depends upon it will be classified as right-handed and left-handed. In parallel and leng lay ropes, the direction of twist of wire in strain is similar to the is same to the direction of strain. In composite and reverse laid ropes, the direction of twist of rope in two adjacent strain is opposite. Designation of wire ropes. The wire ropes are designated as the number of strain it multiplied by the number of wires in each strain. So this table gives the standard designation, and this table gives the different type of rope and their application. Properties of wire ropes. These are the tables which provide the properties of wire ropes for different applications. Table 7.3 is for foliage purpose in mines. Table 7.4 is for lifts, elevators and hoists. In this table, the nominal diameter, average height, average weight. It is the weight per meter length of rope. D is the rope diameter. This is the tensile strength in Newton, which is given for two strength of which is given for two types of wire having different strength: 1600 megapascal and 1800 megapascal. Similarly, this and so on. Wire, the diameter of wire and area can be calculated with the help of this table 7.7. In this, wire diameter is represented as dW and the area of the wire rope is represented as A. This is the factor of safety for wire ropes for different applications. This table is for the sheave diameters for wire ropes. Sheave diameter or pulley diameter is represented as capital D. These are the different type of ropes. This is the minimum sheave diameter and this is preferred sheave diameter. The stresses in wire ropes. So wire ropes are subjected to different type of stresses. Direct stress, when the When the rope is lifted away, then it is subjected to a direct stress, which is given by capital W plus small w divided by A, where capital W is the load lifted, small w is the weight of rope, and A is the net cross-sectional area of the rope. Second is bending stress. When the rope is wound on the pulley, a bending stress is induced in the pulley, and the approximate value of the bending stress in the wire is proposed by Eulex, and it is given as sigma B equal to E into R into dW divided by capital D. dW is the diameter of wire, capital D is the diameter of pulley, and ER is the modulus of elasticity of rope, of wire rope. Here the here ER will not be the modulus of elasticity of wire material. It is the modulus of elasticity of wire rope, which is 3/8 times of modulus of elasticity of wire material, and it is 77 gigapascal for wrought iron ropes and 84 for the steel ropes. The equivalent bending load can be calculated by multiplying the bending stress with the net cross-sectional area, which is written here, and the total bending load on the rope is given by this, by putting the value of A in terms of wire diameter. Here N is the total number of wires in the rope section. Stresses during starting and stopping. During starting and stopping, the rope and the supported load are to be accelerated from 0 to some velocity v, and this will induces additional load in the rope, which is given by this mass into acceleration. Here mass will be capital W plus small w divided by g, and the corresponding stress is, we will divide this expression by A. If it takes time t in minutes necessary to obtain speed v, then the value of acceleration will be given as, acceleration will be equal to v divided by 60 times t, where t is in minutes. In general case of starting, when the rope has a slack edge, which must to overcome before the rope is taut and start to exert pull or load, this induces an impact on the rope, and the impact load on starting is obtained by the impact equation, which is given here. The load at a starting is designated as WST, where VR is the velocity of rope at the instant when the rope is taut. VR equal to under root of 2 into V into H. Here H is the slackness in the rope. If slackness is 0, then VR will be equal to 0, and then static load will be impact load during starting will be equal to 2 times capital W plus small w, and the corresponding stress will be obtained by dividing this by A. Stress due to change in speed. Additional stress due to change in speed may be obtained in the similar way as above, in which the acceleration is given by A will be equal to V2 minus V1 divided by T. Here T is in seconds. Effective stress. The sum of direct stress and bending stress is called the effective stress in the rope during normal working. Mathematically, the effective stress in the rope during normal working will be sigma D plus bending stress. Effective stress in the rope during starting will be the stress in the starting plus stress due to bending. Effective stress in the rope during acceleration is given by stress, direct normal stress, and stress due to bending, and stress due to acceleration. Sum of all these. That's all in this lecture. Thank you for watching this lecture.